be the record holder of for hitting streak for the conference to have that title. Leading up to that, were you ever thinking about it, or was it just going out there and playing?
Well, for the most part, I was just going up there and playing. I mean, I, in a way, set a goal for myself. I'm going to hit the ball. I'm going to get a hit once at least every game. But my goal wasn't to break a record. I didn't know anything about any records till probably about a week ago. But nobody would tell me where I was at. No one told me what the record was. No one wanted to jinx anything. So I was just playing.
So after getting that record and that accomplishment, I'm sure probably the W is more important. But how grateful are you to set that hitting streak record?
Well, to break something that I think I've heard it hasn't been broken 11 or 12 years or so, it's a great accomplishment for me to be able to, make my mark for my career. But for the most part, my main goal is to win, of course. So that's definitely a lot more important to me than the record.
Team-wise now, with Sonoma, the first day wasn't a good one. You guys drop both games, but you guys come back and respond and split. What was the difference from Friday and the Saturday?
Well, Friday, I just think it wasn't hitting because we definitely hit the ball. Both teams were putting up a lot of runs. I just think for Friday, they just out-hit us, which doesn't happen a lot, especially with Humboldt State, but I think they just out-hit us. So our goals for Saturday were to try and tighten up with pitching, tighten up with defense, and basically put out a statement that you don't mess with Humboldt State. And I think that's really what we did and accomplished on Saturday.
Talk about obviously scoring runs hasn't been an issue for you guys. Pitching, just being consistent.
Right.
There'll be a pitcher will have a great game and then come back and not so great. And as the catcher working with the pitchers, how much is it on your job just controlling the game and helping out the pitchers?
I think the catchers behind the plate definitely have about almost the same amount of responsibility as the pitchers do. We control the entire field. We control how the pitchers are feeling. If they aren't feeling good, it's not going to go good. And if they start feeling a little uneasy, it's our job to go out there and figure out what's going on, what's working, what's not, and really collaborate and, get the outs we need.
You guys back in action at that tournament this week, I think. I'm looking at my notes here. So you have the Tournament of Champions this week in Turbach, and then so taking another break from conference play, and just kind of talk about, playing in these games that you're playing pretty good teams, but they're not going to count in conference, and just kind of talk about playing in this tournament.
Well, we want to make our record the best we can. So, conference or not, we're looking to win, and it'll be a nice change instead of playing Sonoma 7 times in a season or San Diego 5 times or so. It'll be a nice change to see some other pitching and see how we work with people we, don't get to see 4 times during a series. So I'm excited.
What do you think is holding back this HCT and then I know you guys had that winning streak got snapped, but just putting together just a nice long winning streak, what do you think is holding you guys back from that?
Well, we got a couple new people on the field. I think just really the team cohesion. I mean, it's really starting to, every day it's coming together more and more. So I think as, we progress throughout the season, we'll start really clicking and it'll work out in the end.
And obviously you guys have been playing some really good teams of late in this tournament. What are you guys? I mean, obviously you guys want to be at the top of the conference standings, but just talk about what a grind it's going to be after this tournament and that final stretch of the season.
It's definitely going to be a big grind. I mean, it's not getting any easier from here on out. So we're really, we can't plateau at any point. We really need to start going up and keep going because we won't have the opportunity to play down at anyone else because everybody will be playing our good.
And we kind of talked about your accomplishment, but also the conference honoring you. I mean, the many players to be honored. Good thing they gave it to you this time, right? But kind of talk about what getting honored by the league. Obviously, all the teams and players, and you to get that accomplishment.
To get the CC2A Player of the Week, I mean, I'm really excited. I was very hopeful that I would get it. There's been several times where I've hoped I would get it because I'd have a good weekend, but I'm not necessarily a big home run hitter, so I would do well and someone else would hit 2-3 home runs for the weekend. So to finally get it, I'm really happy about that.